Hey guys, long time no talk. Sorry to leave you guys hanging, but I guess I will just catch you up on everything I've been going through and have been through. I thought if I never picked up my camera today, then I don't think I will ever pick it up again. And I really want to. I want to get back to making YouTube videos, and I want to get back to life again. I feel like this past year my life has been like at a standstill, and I've just been going through a lot. I never thought I would make this video. God, I'm already tearing up. This is going to be a really hard video for me, so please be patient with me. I have been going through so much lately, and I have been trying to do a lot of work on myself. Like, I've been going to therapy every week, and I've been doing things that can help me. This month is particularly really hard for me because it is coming up on a year of my boyfriend Garrett passing. He passed away May 18th last year, and I cannot believe that it has been a year. Like, I was so scared to get to this point where I would say it has been a year since he passed, because to me it just feels like it's yesterday. Like, I still am in shock, and that is normal for people dealing with grief. Like, you don't want to believe that they're gone, and milestones like this, it makes it seem more real. And yeah, I just been putting off this video for so long because it's hard for me to talk about still. I've gotten better about talking about it, but it never gets easier. I have never experienced a loss this close to home, and so grief is like a new feeling that I've never really experienced. And coming from a significant other and a boyfriend, like, that shouldn't happen. Like, no one so young should pass away, and when it's someone that you became so close to and they were a part of your life every single day and they're gone, your mind cannot comprehend it, and it shouldn't happen. So I am working through a lot of like trauma and guilt and just anger and confusion and sadness. I'm like going through all the emotions like almost every single day. And I can say that like some days are easier than others, but there's that part in your heart that will never be filled again. And when he died, a part of me left. Garrett, he was such an amazing person. Like, if anyone knew him, or if anyone knew him back from his old YouTube days, like, you would know that Garrett was an exceptional person. He was so smart. He was a genius. Like, he has a nuclear engineer degree, and he was almost a doctor. Like, I just loved whenever he talked and he would explain things to me that I had no clue that even existed. I don't know. His brain just worked in such a complex way, and he has taught me so much about life. Like, before him, I was just this crazy fitness person. Like, it was borderline obsessive with fitness and like eating. Like, I would never really eat out, and like I would constantly just get anxiety if I missed a gym session. But like, he taught me how to balance life and to have fun, and I never had like fun in my life really, and so he opened up like a whole new world to me, and I was just like mesmerized by him. Like, he has taught me so much that I will take on to this day, and for the rest of my life. And like, he was a true blessing in my life. And I never like imagined like I would be living without him. Like, he taught me love. He was my first love, and I never knew I was capable of love. And he knew all my faults and all of my insecurities and everything, and he still loved me. He was like home to me. And it's hard to think about it so much because it makes it so real, and it's... Garrett, he was amazing. And if anyone knew him, like, he would only let a couple people into his close circle. And when you're in that circle, you feel so honored to be there because he doesn't put up with no bullshit. And he would tell you straight to your face. Like, Garrett was one of a kind, and he had the power to change the world, and he was taken too soon. And I relive that day that he passed over and over in my head. It was a very traumatic way that he passed, and I was there waking up to the person you love dead on top of you is not something anyone should ever have to go through. I don't know if I want to share so much detail, but it is part of my journey as well, and it's part of my healing process. And I know that some people can relate to this, but I was calling his name when he was just laying on top of me, and I realized that he wasn't responding. And then I saw his face, and it was blue and lifeless, and I couldn't believe it. I couldn't process it, and I called 911 right away, and I had to perform CPR on him, and the horrid screams that I was crying out, and I felt so hopeless, and that feeling of hopelessness and like this doom, my heart sunk. But I did damn everything I could to try to help him until the ambulance came. I tried everything I could, and I gave it my all, and and it wasn't enough. I wish I could have saved him. Paramedics came, and I saw him getting pumped and like electric shock, and like it was just so much to witness. And I'm thankful for my friend Ange that was there to hold me and calm me down and just be there for me. But making that phone call to his parents was the hardest thing. It was just such a terrible, terrible thing, and no one should have to go through that. He shouldn't have passed away. I felt like years have gone by waiting for the answer to see if he was going to make it or if he wasn't. I almost passed out like 5 times just waiting. When they told me he didn't make it, my whole world stopped. No one can prepare you for a sudden death like that. Nothing can. It shakes your whole world up, and like I felt like I wish I would have just died instead, and nothing could ever prepare you for a sudden death like that, especially for someone that was so young and who you loved so much, and you did everything together. My whole world stopped, and I didn't know how to pick up the pieces. I felt so hopeless, and I never thought like I would even come to a year now. I was so scared to live without him. And I couldn't even possibly imagine a year going by without him, and now the year is here. And I don't know how to feel. Like, I am so proud of myself for still being here, and I'm proud of myself for pushing through all of the days I just wanted to give up and felt like life was so hopeless. The first couple of months felt impossible. Like I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how. I didn't know what to do with my life. Like, I felt stuck. And I was just in bed, and I didn't want to work out. I didn't want to eat. I didn't want to talk to anyone. So I am proud of myself for being here and still continuing on, because I know that's what Garrett would want. I know he would want me to keep living and enjoy life and do all of the things that we wanted to do together. I know he would still want me to do those things. And now I know that I always have a piece of him with me. Like, this is his ashes in this little necklace. And I just know that he's gonna always be a part of me. There's not a day that goes by where I don't think of him. I really just want to show this raw emotion, because grief is fucking hard. It's so hard. And no one gets it until they have to face it themselves. You become so angry at the world because the world keeps spinning. Everyone is still living, and your whole world is gone. You become so angry at everyone. Like, how are you still happy? How are you still singing your favorite song? How are you enjoying life when this happened, when someone you love died? It took me a long time to be able to get back to doing the things I love again. I couldn't go to the gym for a long time, and the gym was like my therapy. Like, that's where I always go if I was ever feeling sad or anything. But the gym, it didn't work. Like, I would just burst into tears and would have to leave. And I lost a lot of strength, and I just felt, I don't know, I just felt lost. And it sucked too, because obviously my Instagram is a fitness page, and I wasn't doing the fitnessing. It's really hard to reach out to your friends or your family, because I just didn't want to, like, burden them. But I promise you, the people that love you will always be there for you no matter what. And they don't care if you're complaining or crying. They're gonna be there with you. I don't know what I would do without them, because they helped me so much through it. And when you're dealing with grief, make sure you have a really good support system. And don't ever think that you're a burden, because you would do the exact same for them. If they are feeling hopeless and they need someone to talk to, you would be there for them. So don't think that you are any different. And it is so important to find a therapist, because you have to deal with it. I know it's painful, but you have to, because all of these feelings are going to come up later in life. And holding your grief in, you can experience so much damage. Like, your body will physically react to it. Some people die from a broken heart, and some people develop things that they never would have had if they would have dealt with their grief beforehand. Like, some people start breaking out in rashes and hives and have a lot of health issues. So, big advocate of dealing with the hard emotions. And I know lately it's been really hard for me to do that, because I don't want to sit in this uncomfortable feeling, and I don't want to deal with it. Like, I want to just drown out the world. I want to lay in bed and watch a show and just pretend that my life is theirs and not have to deal with all of this pain that I'm feeling. But it only gets worse when I do that, and I'm starting to feel that now, because I have been really, really depressed and sad lately. And I don't know if it's just because of this month, but damn, it's hard. And you shouldn't have to do it alone. I love this analogy on grief. I'm going to pop it up on the screen. But in the beginning, your jar and your ball, which represents grief, it is so big that there is no possible room for anything else. And over time, the ball still stays the same size because your grief will always be there, but your bottle becomes bigger. And your bottle is life, like everything. All the people you meet, your friends, love, adventures, anything that life has to offer grows bigger. And over time, your grief will always be there, but your bottle becomes bigger and bigger because it has more room for other things. And that is something you have to hold on to and remember. And I know in the first stages of grief, it is horrid. It's absolutely horrible. And there's still days where it literally feels like it happens yesterday, and I relive that trauma in my head over and over again. And it's okay. It's okay to sit in your sadness, and it's okay to feel everything that you need to feel, because once you push it away, it's not good, because you're going to constantly push it away and it's going to catch up later in life. If you ever lost someone, just know that they want you to be happy. They want you to continue living life and enjoy all of the things because they're right there with you. And it's a beautiful thing to have someone watching over you. I know it took me so long to make this video, but I think I made the right decision because I was in no place to talk about it, and let alone to the internet. I had to do a lot of work to get to this point, and I know I'm still gonna struggle, because I am fucking struggling right now, but I know that I am strong enough to get through it, because if I got through those first couple of months, I can get through anything. And now I want to accomplish things for Garrett, because he believed in me so much, and I want to make him so proud. But I miss him. I miss him so much, and I will never stop missing him. But I am staying close to the family. I love his family so much. They're just the sweetest people ever. Now I want to do something. I want to do something about, I just want to help people. And I've been wanting to do a grief support system, over Zoom. Have all you guys, if you guys want to join in, if you are struggling with grief. I want to be a safe place to talk about it, because a lot of people bottle everything up inside and it's not good. So let me know in the comments if you guys would like a grief support Zoom meeting, and I will be your host. My passion is really helping people, and whether that is from eating disorders and now grief, I just have to know that all of my struggles and pain isn't for no reason, and if it could help someone, then I know I'm doing good. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. I know it's a long one. I'm proud of myself for finally filming this, because I thought I never would. More videos to come now that I got this out. I feel like I could take more steps moving forward. So I love you guys, and thank you for supporting me, even if I took a long time off. I appreciate it. And tell the people that you love them every single day, because life is too short. And I wish I could have said another I love you to Garrett. Bye guys, I love you.